Good morning, USA. This is Mr. McBee, your host for Good Morning, USA. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, D-Rob, C. Beagle, Gary Love, Edward Black, Black Top Bullsheets, Jimmy Ninja from Victorous Libertas, and anybody else that is still subscribed, Beverly Cook. There's been some issues with scheduling that. I am the only one running my channel. I am the absolute only person running my channel currently. Looking for ways to get around that a little bit. Probably beginning of the year, maybe mid 2018, or early spring 2018. So look for some changes to come up here in the next few months. But anyway, let us begin. I have a pretty cool article, I think. I think it'll be a pretty cool article from Red State Watcher this time around. This is why Trump was elected. President Trump's teleconference with troops went viral this morning. And you can see that http://twitter.com/Fox News/status, and then the number ending in looks like 049. But anyway, so the sincerity displayed by President Trump here is the reason why he has garnered the respect of our armed forces and veterans, and it is why he was elected president. And then that was just a short article, apparently, on President Trump. I don't see any more. Let's see what we got next up here. Okay, so we have let's do another one here from this is about the NFL. Louisville lawmaker just threatened the New Orleans Saints. Let me see. Louisiana lawmaker just threatened the New Orleans Saints. When you disrespect this country, the country, and the people defending it, there are consequences. The NFL is experiencing the worst ratings in years. Stadiums are near ghost towns, all because the commissioner has no backbone. And that's true. That is true, fellas. The NFL commissioner has no backbone, or he would have said enough is enough. You're on company time, or you're on paid time. All the employers, all the various teams would have said, no. You're playing football. You're working for us at this time. Do as you're told. Many times over, a company will tell you that. Any company, any corporation. And as long as NFL is a company and corporation, their players are making millions of dollars, there's no need for them to kneel during the national anthem. It's a bunch of hogwash. Anyway, let's get back to the NFL is experiencing the worst ratings, and it is true. In years, stadiums are near ratings in years. Stadiums are near ghost towns, all because the commissioner has no backbone, and the owners are unable to control their players. That's true. That's quite true. The party could be over for the New Orleans Saints. A Republican lawmaker is proposing to remove certain perks the team has been receiving. From NPR, a Louisiana state legislator wants to cut off tax breaks and other funding for the state's only NFL franchise, the New Orleans Saints. State Rep. Kenny Havard, a Republican, objects to player protests during the pregame national anthem. He plans to propose an amendment to strip any state funding that benefits the Saints, including free rentals of the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, their home venue. All right, what I would like to know is, why are we funding, why are taxpayers and governments funding the NFL? So these players can be paid millions of dollars and schmooze us real Americans who work our butts off, or work our asses off? Probably. We're paying the Saints a lot of money to entertain us, not to get off in the weeds of, politics, political discourse. Havard says they can do that, but do it on their own time. And I absolutely correctly agree. That is correct. They should do that on their own time. If they want to protest, go out and do it like everyone else. Do it on your own time. The controversy started last season when San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick, there that bonehead is again, wonder how he's doing, chose to kneel instead of stand during the national anthem in response to radical injustice. Excuse me, I said radical. It is a radical because he stood in protest of racial injustice. I really don't. I don't. For myself, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. In my community, I see a lot of black people who could give a rat's ass about, they go out, they're more interested in what you and me, the average American's interested in. They go out and they work their asses off, and and this is black Americans as well, African black Americans as well. They go out there, they kick ass. They work their asses off at work, come home to their families, spend time with their families. They really don't give a rat's ass about racial. I mean, if you're doing the right thing, there's no reason to really, you're not involved in it, so it's not going to happen to you. So, but anyway, so to kneel, Kaepernick decided to kneel instead of stand during the national anthem in response to racial injustice and political brutality over the course of the 2016 season. Other players joined Kaepernick's protest by kneeling, sitting, or raising a fist during the song. Yeah. So now who's communist? Who are the what do you call those guys? This was you guys know who I'm talking about. That one guy, wear this patch under him. Anyways, so other players joined Kaepernick's protest by kneeling, sitting, or raising a fist during the song, which I don't think it did them any good. Kaepernick was not offered an NFL contract until 2017, but the hashtag Take a Knee movement he sparked has continued without him. In September, President Trump entered the debate, saying in a speech and repeating on Twitter that the NFL should fire all players who refuse to stand for the national anthem. I agree. You make $1 million, you do what you're told, you do what's expected of you. Period. I mean, most people making minimum wage understand that and get that. You do what you're told, or you don't work for that company very long. And so the president's comments only. Okay. Trump entered the debate saying in a speech and repeating it on Twitter that the NFL should fire all players who refuse and stand for the national anthem. Refuse to stand for the national anthem. The president's comments only spurred more protests throughout the league, including by members of the Saints franchise at the game. After the president's tweets, 10 Saints players remained on the bench for the national anthem. Since then, the team has knelt as a group before the anthem and then stood for the actual song. Howard says removing the team's tax breaks has had bipartisan support in the past when the convention... Havard says removing the team's tax breaks has had bipartisan support in the past when the conversation focused on the league's handling of domestic violence, concussion, risk for players, or team owner enrichment. But since the anthem protest began, he says the tax debate is being perceived as a racial issue. Look, slavery was, however, long ago, and it was a horrible thing, and no one should have to go through that, says Havard. But it's time that we move on as a nation, and I agree with Havard on this. Havard says he believes institutional barriers to equal opportunity are gone, and he rejects the notion of an unjust society. For him, the debate over standing for the national anthem is not about how police treat African Americans, but a question of doing what is right. When I see a lady coming, I open the door, he says. When I sit at the table, I take my hat off. When the national anthem plays, I stand. State Rep Ted James, a Democrat, rejects Havard's argument. I don't. Many Americans don't. Havard is correct. So Ted James can go back under the rock he crawled out from. This is not a conversation about Saints players being political, James says. This is a conversation about race. No, it's a conversation about Saints players taking it too far and being political, trying to make a political statement. And, yeah. And I believe it's Soros. Soros-paid funders. Soros-funded paid people who are doing this. Oh, did I say that? Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, we're going to talk a little bit about censorship. Anyways, it appears that our good old YouTube people and their algorithms are censoring even Christmas music videos. I went to subscribe to 2 or 3 channels I might like that play really decent Christmas music. Anyway, they wanted me to subscribe after I clicked the like button, which you never had to do before. Then on top of that, when I tried to click the notification bell, it brought me up a different message. It wouldn't let me click the notification bell without giving YouTube unrestricted access to my personal device. So, tell me, how's that work, YouTube? How's that working for you? A note to the YouTube programmers, YouTube team, Google team. You guys need to quit. You guys really need to quit. I know I'm just a small-time YouTuber, YouTube creator, and I don't mean much, but to the YouTube community. But the garbage has to end here now. And the note to YouTube and Google, watch out, or a company may very well sneak right up behind you and steal your thunder. Which I believe is what's happening to Kmart and Sears. Several companies have snuck right up on them and stole their thunder. So, make the wrong moves, YouTube and Google and your algorithms. Make things work for the creators too. I mean, what have you. Just think, if there was another accessible platform that was, huge in popularity like YouTube, YouTube wouldn't have all the, they wouldn't have all the creators down there, at their platform. So YouTube, I just want you to be careful. It's a note to you guys. Be careful, okay? Or there will be a company that come up and bite you right in the rear end. They'll steal your thunder pretty darn good. And I make no bones about it. You might hear a little cussing. I make no bones about that. And I won't. But other than that, I'd like to keep the channel as clean as possible. So YouTube, try to work hard at bringing your creators, together. Communicate. Talk to them. Get a good two-way conversation going with your creators, YouTube creators, and see what best works for all of you. Maybe your terms need to be changed. Maybe something needs to be tweaked. Maybe maybe you both can do something to help, so that things just always don't end up in controversy or what's the other word? There's another one. I can't think of it. Let me take a sip of coffee. Anyway, so guys, this is Good Morning USA with Mr. Nick B. And don't forget, I drink coffee for your protection. So let's we'll get you one more here. Let's do one more thing here, I think, for articles, and then we'll talk a little bit. So John Kasich, if I didn't mention, this is Good Morning USA with Mr. Nick B, your host. D-Rob, C. Beagle, Care Love, Edward Black, Jimmy and Angie, Victor S. Libertas, Beverly Cook. Hope you all are doing well. So this article is from the Red State Watcher. Also, John Kasich just issued this statement. Ohio Governor John Kasich took to Twitter and released a holiday video statement. All right. And let's see. So this was also posted about 69 days ago. Oh, yeah. Let me read this quick article and we'll get back to that video, I think. Please share and comment. This is just in. Kasich rips and this is about 69 days ago. Or, excuse me, it was also posted about 69 days ago. Just in, Kasich rips Republicans for backing Trump. Please share and comment. John Kasich is ripping into his colleagues for backing Trump on getting rid of Obamacare. Yay! Yay! His colleagues back Trump. Yeah! So we know where Kasich stands. Apparently he is a Democrat in disguise. He's disguising himself as a Republican. So, no more Kasich for me. Anybody want a Kasich sandwich? Lettuce, a little mayonnaise, a little mustard. Throw it on there and slap that on the burner. Did I say that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll slap that baby. Kasich sandwich. We'll call it a Kasich burger. Slap that baby on the burner. Anyways, sorry guys. So anyway, Kasich is ripping into his colleagues for backing Trump on getting rid of Obamacare. I back Trump all the way on that baby. I am living, in a world where I'm poor. I'm already paying for Medicare insurance, but I'm being fined because I don't have insurance. So there's something wrong with that butthead care. Ohio Governor John Kasich. Okay, I did that part. And about people when... Let me read it over. I'll start over. Ohio Governor John Kasich ripped into Republicans for not caring enough about people when forming healthcare policy, and instead jumping to support President Trump's decision to end health insurance subsidies that kept premiums down. What? There's no way that crappy thing kept healthcare premiums down. There's no freaking way. It increased premiums for darn near everybody. That's a complete and blatant lie. Healthcare premiums did not go down under butthead care, they went up. What are they doing? Are they just passing these things and people are praising what the president did because of politics, Kasich asked incredulously on Meet the Press? Do they understand the presidents and families and people? Read the stories of what these people are saying. What is the purpose of this? I've got to say the whole issue is about people. It's not about politics. It is not about numbers. It is about people. Looks like Weird Al Yankovic. Kasich is lost. He somehow got on the conservative side of the aisle. We need to push him back over to the other side. While we're at it, let's make those Kasich burgers. Tell me about it in the comments section. And just so everyone knows, no harm to any people or politicians was ever done to anybody. Okay? We don't condone that either. Oh, I got a good article for you. Well, let's go back to that one article, see if I can find that video. Let me see. I gotta show you this Christmas message. Oh no, that's from John Kasich. We don't want that. I won't show that because we know what Kasich means to, Oh, how come he just shared his naughty list and look who's on it? How come he just shared his naughty list and look who's on it? This is also from the Red State Watcher. Former Arizona Governor Mike Huckabee just shared his 2016 naughty list with Fox and Friends on Sunday. All the exposed FBI agents made the list. Oh boy. Oh boy, exciting stuff. Anyone else you can think of that could be added to the list, please share and comment. Well, let's see what he's got here. We'll go to Fox News status. We're on Twitter. Just one moment. The wireless loading. Governor Mike Huckabee. My naughty list would include, of course, Andrew McCabe, Bruce Orr, Peter Strzok, Liz Page, Chuck and Nancy, Chuck Schumacher, and Nancy Pelosi. Let me see, guys. Let's see what else we got here. We got some tweets. And your... oh, boy. He's got some negative feedback on that already, poor Huckabee. Hey everybody, give good old Mike Huckabee, give him a shout out on Twitter, please, and show him some love, alright? I got one more. I think we'll share one more article with you, and then we'll talk a little bit, and then we gotta close it out. Congressman identifies the collusion. Let's see. Is this real or fake? It's from the Red State Watcher, so it's got to be real. At least they're reporting it. I don't know if it. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. They might have got a hold of a one of those parodies by accident. So we'll see. Congressman identifies the collusion. Representative Pete King spoke with Fox News on Sunday and called out the real collusion that occurred during the 2016 campaign. http://twitter.com/Fox News status. Well, let's see. Let's go to Twitter and find out what's going on over there. And then this will have to be it. Rep. Peter King, at Rep. Peter King. If there's any collusion issue here, to me, it's the at FBI, it's the Clinton campaign, it's the Russians for that matter, at Sunday Futures. And then it says, replying to at Fox News and two others, thank you at Rep. Peter King for acknowledging the at fake dossier, including, that I was never in Prague. The guilty parties will ultimately be identified and hopefully prosecuted. RT. Anyways, guys, that's all the tweets I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna spend a little time talking with you. By the way, that was the news. If you didn't know, now you do. I would love to hear from you guys and see what you want for some topics coming up. I can always roll out some news and we can do some topics, and I eventually like to make this into an hour, maybe 2-hour program, not just little, what do you call it? Little sections here and there. I'd like to keep going. I'd like to be on at least 3 to 4 times a day, 3 to 4 times a week. Let me know if you want more or less, if you just want me to come up with a couple of good ones a week, or if you want me to do it every day. Leave your, hit me up in the comment section, and please, if you like this video, hit the like buttons, and share the videos, please. I'm not getting enough subscribers, I don't think. And for as hard as I try to work on these, I just don't know. Could be YouTube trying to screw around with me. And it might just be that other people just don't have an interest. I know there's a lot of them out there, a lot of YouTube channels, and there's quite a few. I know I've got kind of sort of a headache because I've got so many subscriptions. I just have to delete some. I have to unsubscribe to many of them. And in fact, I've had to unsubscribe to some that I really, really like, and it's because I'm getting multiple and duplicate notifications. I'm just getting far too many notifications. There's some of the YouTube creators who they do the email alerts, and sometimes you just get way too many email alerts on top of the YouTube alerts when they actually do send you alerts. Anyway, or notifications. But anyway, that said, this should air for you on Christmas morning, or at least by Christmas morning. It might be midnight, it might be somewhere between midnight and 8 a.m. Depends on when it gets uploaded. Because I try to upload them almost as immediately after I record them. But at any rate, I would love, first I want to say we are planning on some other programs. I'm planning to launch a different channel, so look out for it. And the Good Morning USA program will probably be moved over to that network. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. And again, guys, I am doing this all on my own. I am one person. So you're probably not going to, for the time being, you're not going to see, for the foreseeable near future, you're not going to see a program every single day. But as often as I can, I will get on. Right now I have no internet. So, but this will probably be uploaded by Christmas Day. I just wanted to let you know. It may not be as early on Christmas Day, but you'll have it for a Christmas gift for me. I wanted to do something for my subscribers. Give them something to hopefully laugh about, something to look forward to, besides their own gifts from their traditional gifts from the family and friends. But anyway, guys, some of the programs I brought back my walk with the Lord. I'd like you to take some journeys with me through there, through that program. I'm hoping to see that explode in views. I'd love to get more people involved in this channel. So hit me up if you guys are interested. Maybe help me out a little bit. Hit me up. Come 2018, there's going to be some changes if I can figure it out. Like I say, I am the only one doing this, and it is Christmas Eve right now. My family's doing their thing with their families. I'm single. I'm almost 52 years old, and I'm single. Not the way I intended it, I guess. Just the way it worked out for me so far. I'm a tough cookie to get along with, I guess. So, anyways, not so much for kids, but I guess some adults just don't get me. Especially the women variety. Although some males just don't seem to get along with me. But anyway, so my walk with the Lord will return. It debuted again, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. It's the second edition. Check that out, please. Also, planning on bringing some newer programs, fresher programs to you. What is all about it. I might change the name a little bit, tweak it a little bit. We'll see. And, it'll be kind of geared toward, like, history and meanings of things, different, around that area, around that general area. Places, people and things, what really goes on. Trying to get to the truth in another way, in another form. Anyways, the other exciting program should be the My Walk with the Lord, and then hopefully I can come up with a few originals for you a year. Hopefully maybe a few originals a month for you. Anyway, guys, God bless you, and I have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and keep it safe, please, guys. Love y'all, and God bless again. Take care. Peace out.